Hey, what's up, my friend? I'm chilling here in the hammock for a couple reasons. One, I like hammocks. But two, we're talking about passive real estate investing. And this week, I'm personally buying, I think, 7 homes. But this is what I'm going to be doing this week. I've got teams that are making it all happen. It's all white glove. It's amazing. And today I thought I'd shoot a video and talk about how can you have real estate this passive as well.
'Cause we're gonna be legends. What we're doing here ain't just scary. It's about to be legendary.
Most people are trained that they have to work hard so that they can feel good. And if something comes too easy, then they feel fear that it might get taken away or that it won't last. And so hence, I find a world of real estate investors that make it way harder than it actually needs to be. You know, they're either going into the game of flipping and saying, hey, I'm going to get this property from the auction and then I'm going to go to Home Depot 38 times and then I'm going to fix things and I'll do the tile myself so I can save $1,400 and then I'm going to paint and then I'll hire this part because I don't know how to do plumbing, and they're going to spend hundreds of hours on this project. And by the time they sell it, sometimes they make less than minimum wage, all because they had to feel good. And yet they could take that same exact property and I can show you how to turn it into tens of thousands of dollars without putting in that kind of time and that effort. The other active investor says, okay, I won't do flips, but then I'm going to do buy and holds. But guess what? I'm going to be the property manager. Same thing. You're just trying to justify yourself, trying to save a few bucks for actually doing all the heavy lifting. I'll meet with the tenants. I'll vet the tenants. I'll go over there when there's a repair, when something breaks. I'm the guy that you call. I'm going to fix it up. I'm going to take care of it. And at the end of the day, we're trying to justify our existence by feeling that we need to work hard. Real estate was designed to give us an entirely other option. In fact, life doesn't have to be as hard as we often make it. Many of you watching this video, you're living a much harder life than you need to because no one showed you that there was a smarter or easier way. No one showed it to me either. I had to find it. I went out searching for it before there was really YouTube. And now there is a YouTube, so I'm making searching it and finding it even easier. Unfortunately, there are not a lot of options out there when it comes to passive investment. In fact, the first thing that might come up for you, maybe you've heard of a REIT. It's a real estate investment trust. It's basically a company that aggregates everybody's money and says, we'll go out and do the strategy and then we'll cut you in on a part of the returns. And it's not necessarily a bad way to go, but most REITs perform not very different from the stock market. And I'm telling you right now, it doesn't have to be that way. Real estate has a lot more to give you. So how do you get a lot more out of it without it turning into a job? That was a question that I asked myself over a decade ago and ended up building a system. It cost me millions to build it, but today it builds my real estate wealth like crazy. And with what I'm about to share, it can do the same thing for you too. What I'm talking about here is a passive approach to real estate, and you can do it by building your own team. Now, I have a team that you could leverage, but let me tell you essentially what it is so you can decide what you want to do. You see, I've got a team that in phase one will go out there and say, all right, we're buying properties, so we need to make sure we have an entity formed, an LLC. We need a bank account. We need the funding partners to put their money in there. And that's what I call business setup. The second phase is going out there and actually acquiring the property. That phase includes finding the property, purchasing it, fixing it up so that now we have an asset that we can put in our business and say, ta-da, this entity owns real estate. Third phase is then managing it, which I will hold on to my properties for 5 years on average before I can sell them and double them, because these single family homes are producing 25+% ROI per annum on average. And then the fourth and final phase is an exit and multiply. Exit means it's time to leave this property, but then multiply it into more than we had before. So if I bought 5 properties, I would want to turn them into 10. If I had 10 properties, I'd want to turn them into 20. And as long as I'm doubling my portfolio and doubling my investment every 5 years, bottom line is after a period of time, it's going to give you exactly what you want. Someone, however, is putting in the work, 340 hours of work per deal, but it's not you and it's also not me. That's what makes this so passive. Everything I've just described is actually done by a team of 200 experts. Now, you can build a team too. You can build a team of loan officers, title companies, realtors, fixer-uppers, deal finders, bird dogs. These people can actually run everything for you and actually work for you as well. I saw that I could do that. That's why I built it for myself in the first place. I'm in a world now where we actually find more product, more inventory, and better deals, more better deals than I can actually purchase myself. And so that's one of the things that I'm actually sharing with you, is that there's an opportunity for you to actually get in on some of this action and buy some of this real estate yourself as well. Real estate can be as hard and require as much effort as you want it to. Real estate can also be as passive and lucrative as you want it to. It's a choice. Both exist. In the end, we get what we want. And so if a part of your psychology says that it needs to be hard, I already know the kind of strategies you'll gravitate towards. But if you're telling yourself, I have a career to build, a business to build, a life to live, family to be with, then you might want to make the choice that I have, which is, hey, I want a team of super competent experts that do all this for me so I can have a more passive real estate experience. If that's you, then guess what? You need to build a team. Now, that's going to take some work up front, but once your team's in place, guess what? They're going to be able to stand in and help you rock all this out. If you want a shortcut and don't want to build the team, ta-da, I've already done it. And that's why I'm in the hammock today, because I've got all the properties being purchased this week for me, and you could be included in that next week's batch. All you got to do is go to the bottom of the page here, click in the description, and you'll learn more about what partnering looks like to actually get in and access the power team. Talk to a member of my team, have them break it down for you and see if there's a natural win on what we can do for you. Because here's the bottom line. You can have it hard or you can have it easy. You can have it fun and exciting or painful and difficult. All of that exists in the world of real estate. It's that big. If you want it to be simpler, if you want it to be easier, then you need to get the leverage of building a team to save you time, or you could step into one that's already built that you can find in the link below. Either way, it's all here for you to go out there and absolutely crush it. It's a choose your own adventure. Basically, you can decide whether you want it hard or easy. Similarly, if you want it easier, subscribe and make a commitment to watch this video every single day. Every day I come out with a brand new video that is designed to help you learn and grow so that you can make life, frankly, easier and more passive. The way it is for me, the way it certainly can be for you. Take care, ring that bell so I can notify you tomorrow when the video comes out, and I will join you tomorrow.